Hi everybody and welcome to the garage. This is a slightly different presentation from usual because I have a guest. And Pete's come up with this marvellous idea of having two cameras. And we've got two lights, two microphones, Pete. So we're all set to go. Would you like to meet my guest? He is known all over Adelaide. He's known all over Australia. He is known all over the world. He is a living treasure. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Mac.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Do you mind if I say that you are the oldest living pop star in the world?
I'm 94 in August 17th.
Yeah, that's older than Cliff Richard. I can't think of anyone else.
My memory's still good, and I've known you so many years ago, but you forgot. Doesn't matter.
I have forgotten that, actually. Where do we start with a story that is so rich with, I don't know, the very magic of show business? You're the reason that so many people want to be in show business.
Thank you.
Yeah. All the people that you've rubbed shoulders with, including Elvis Presley.
Oh, actually, I bought his Cadillac, but I didn't meet Elvis, but I met Satchmo, Johnny Cash, Roy Orbison, Buddy Holly, Little Jimmy Dickens, Bill Haley,
yes.
Wolf Carter, and only met them briefly. Jerry Lee Lewis bought me a coffee when we opened for him on the border of Sault Ste. Marie. And Jim Reeves spoke to me when I was having an interview on WSM Radio 58 Nashville with Hank Snow, 10 million listeners. And we were in it's a house studio near the Grand Ole Opry, 1958. And I heard this voice, Johnny Mac from Australia, and it was Jim Reeves. We opened for him 6 months earlier.
What a wonderful voice he was.
Yeah, he had he had to go. And then Hank Snow interviewed me for 1 minute on WSM Nashville Radio. Yeah. He
even not only remembers the radio station, but he remembers the frequencies.
Yeah.
You've got a mind like a steel trap.
Well, actually, I also, because I had my band, the Down Unders, on the Canadian side, border of Michigan, North Michigan, Ontario, but we opened for all these artists because we had 80 million people in the population, 4,000-seat arena. They came across the river, Twin Cities, Sault Ste. Marie, and the Down Unders, my group, opened for them. Briefly met them in the dressing room. Johnny Horton had North to Alaska.
Way up north.
Yes, yeah. And it was just magic that time. Just briefly met them, the Everly brothers.
Yes.
And just briefly met them, but I was about 20. Now I'm 94. I was about 24, 25.
You've outlived them all.
Well, sadly, yeah.
Tell me, it can't be that you just landed in the United States and there was the song, Pink Champagne and a Room Full of Roses.
Yeah.
And that was, I think it's probably the only Australian song that got to where you got on the Billboard ever. We've never had another one. Time a Kangaroo Down Sport, nothing like that ever rivaled you?
No, I don't think. And Slim Dusty had a song called The Pub With No Beer, but that was only played in Canada. But I had the Seekers back me in Melbourne in 1963, and and we recorded it at W&G, and it got Pick the Week in Cashbox with a Bullet, Country Cashbox in 1965, and I was 32 years of age, and the Seekers came. They backed me in Melbourne 3 times.
That's not bad to be having your backing group, the Seekers.
So I got them an interview on their way on the Fair Sky to London, and I got them an interview at 5DN, and a picture in my book with them in front of 5DN. Then they went to open for Dusty Springfield in London.
Yes.
Tom Springfield was the stage handler. He had his own band.
He wrote most of a lot of the songs.
Yeah. So I got a telegram from Athol Guy saying that Johnny Mac, you got Pick of the Pops in London with Pink Champagne, A Room of Roses with us on it. But we got a #1. There'll never be another you. And that was 1964. Yeah.
1964.
Yeah.
They were hairy days, I would imagine, in those early times of show business.
Well, everything was radio then.
Yes.
The radio was your best friend for recording artists.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, the idea was what? You relied on the record company to take the record around to the radio stations. They were kind of like song pluggers.
Yeah, well, the P&R man for W&G, Jeremy, was Ron Tudor.
Oh, I know that name.
He physically took the song Pink Champagne. It was done in a Beckett Street at W&G. We had egg cartons for sound barriers, and the band and the Seekers vocal backing, and the band was the Starliners from Mount Gambier, Dale Cleaves. And I did 17 takes of Pink Champagne, but I only had a 4-track machine, so they couldn't better the first one. So Ron Tudor took that to New York, Select Records, and it charted on Pick of the Week and Country Cashbox. And I think I was the first South Australian to have a release in America.
What did it feel like?
Oh, it was just on cloud nine. I'm a poor boy from Parkside.
But everybody would think that the ultimate dream to crack America.
Yeah, it was just magic. Yeah, but rather, I'm 32 years of age. I've got a Canadian wife and 6 children in Adelaide. And
You're busy.
Yeah, I've got one of my daughters born in Canada here, Jodie, and she was the last one born. And then we had my 3 sons born in Adelaide. And so I'm 32, and I decided I just signed a contract with Channel 7 for the children's show with Andrew and Stacey. I decided to stay in Adelaide, not promoted in America, and I had my television. I went all over South Australia. No regrets.
No, but a big jump from South Australia
to
Hollywood and Nashville.
Yeah.
Was a single person responsible for getting you up there?
No, it all happened. I went... I used to sing Tex Morton, Buddy Williams songs, and I went to Europe for 3 months with a couple of friends, in London for 6 weeks, greasing cars, and I used to grease Winifred Atwell's Jaguar. Yeah. And I did a good job, so they gave me good tips. And then the 3 boys went to a steel plant in Sault Ste. Marie, which had 15,000 employees. They used to, Algoma Steel, they made steel for the war, Algoma Steel. And so I went there. We got to Montreal, caught a train to Sault Ste. Marie, Northern Ontario, and I heard this radio station, CKCY, local community station, and this country group is called Ray Corvisto. Would you like to audition? So I was there 2 days, 20 below zero, and I went up to audition. And before I went on radio, I had to join the Federation of American Musicians because I play guitar. Yeah. I got on radio, sang Peg Leg Jack, the Tex Morton song. Sonny Brew, a steel player, pedal steel player, heard it. We got together and I formed the Down Unders. And we got a radio program for 18 months, and we were this band selected to back all the superstars come across the river. Yeah. To open it for them, yeah.
But it must have been a gamble that here you were, married, 6 children, responsibilities, and you were going to have a shot at the big time.
Yeah, well, I've never drank or smoked or taken drugs, and I played league football for Sturt.
Well, I don't know about the football, but that's why you're still alive.
Yeah, because they can become very addictive. I mean, sadly, we opened for Johnny Cash, Roy Orbison, Carl Perkins, the first, and met them briefly, but Johnny was on amphetamines.
Yes.
And sadly, see, they do 200 shows a year in America. It's a big metropolitan, it's 300 million. And they don't know where they are, so you've got to perform and be who you are on stage, and it's not easy.
No.
So you've got to be the person that your image is about.
Yeah. So they ultimately fall into the hands of things that they need to prop them up and keep them going.
They need uppers and downers, then they become addictive. And I don't blame them, because it's not an easy... It's a false world, a celebrity. It's a false world.
And it's very transitory, isn't it? Because it sort of comes and goes. It's difficult, because you're the hot thing one day, and then they find something else the next,
Yeah.
even though you're better.
Yeah.
What's the line? The dogs bark and the caravan moves on. What's the best thing about being the superstar?
The best thing is about doing charity work. I've made 2 tours of Vietnam. We did 3 shows a day. 69, I had a national TV show. Channel 7 let me take 2 shows ahead. And we did 3 shows a day. We're bonding with the troops, American, Australian. They were crying. We sang the Green Grass of Home. And we did 3 shows a day. Anna Susan Wills, Ray Desmond, the first one, Roy Whitting. And that was the best thing, the charity work. We got back to bonding and the love. And that was solid, yeah.
Yeah.
Charity work is the best. And I went again in 71
Yep.
with Joan McInnes. She married James Hardy, he just died. And Anna Orwood, Billy Ross. But the best shows I've done is charity. I also did Yatla Prison.
Ah.
Yeah.
A la Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
Yes, I don't know. He sort of played to the...
And then when I was on the kids show, we used to go to the Children's Hospital and see cancer kids and sing in the ward. That's the most rewarding thing about singing, is the love you get back.
What's the worst thing about celebrity?
They ostracise your family, you get called names, and it's a lonely world, and you've got no privacy.
No, and you can't please everyone, can
No,
you?
we used to go to restaurants and people want their picture taken, and but you have to abide.
Yeah.
But you can't have an opinion. I played league football for Sturt.
Yeah.
I went to Norwood Oval, and I was on the kids show, and 64, and because this little boy, 7-year-old boy, said, "Johnny Mac, who do you barrack for?" And stupidly I said Sturt. He kicked me. He said, "I hate you," and he kicked me in his shins and ran away.
I'll take it personally. God.
Well, he didn't, because you can't have an opinion as an entertainer. You've got to be neutral.
Now, you could have retired very comfortably.
Yeah.
Do you still have the Cadillac?
Yes.
Wow. Does it have a bullet hole in it?
No, that was Elvis one I had for 3 years.
Oh, right.
I bought that from Colonel Blue in the 80s in California through Jimmy Velvet. Bought it to Australia, refurbished it. Mafia tried to steal it, had to hide it in the Adelaide Hills for 10 months. Bomb sets in Perth. We made the front page of the Perth saying it was a fake car. I refurbished it, had a bullet hole in it. But the best thing, I took the leather out and raised 30,000 for charity. If the Elvis sat on the leather dot, I gave the charity.
Oh,
it's back in America now, yeah.
What history. What memories. And then along came into your life Peter Clayton
Yeah.
with a song,
He
which
wrote a song.
you've brought a copy of it along.
Yeah.
This is your latest song.
Yes.
Wow.
It's called Come What May, and the video shows me riding a horse on our farm at Wattle Flat.
Yes.
60 minutes from Adelaide, 5 kilometres from Yankalilla. And I'm riding a horse, and it's a beautiful song, Come What May. And you got me an interview on Channel 7. We got 4,000 likes in
Well, it's
2
a
days.
great story.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Jim. It's called Come What May, and I'm riding the horse. I had to be helped on the horse, but once I was on it, I was good.
Well, I tell you what, you get to a certain age, and I think that's probably about 60, and you don't get up a ladder and you don't get on a horse. It's too dangerous. But anyway, you can't worry about these things altogether. You brought along a couple of other things. Tell me about them.
There's a friend of mine, Robalera. He works for Evelyn Subaru at Glenelg,
Yeah.
and he said, "I've got something for you." So this is a Coca-Cola cork bottle,
Yes.
1964,
Yeah.
and inside there's a picture of me,
I can see
number
it.
10 on the hit parade, W&G Johnny Mac, and Jeremy. When I was 9 in 1941 at Woolston, Gawler, a big cargo plane landed in Gawler, and I ran 300 or 400 metres to the field it landed on, and the big cargo doors opened. They said, "Come in, young fella," and they gave me a little bottle of Coke, a green bottle, and I've been addicted ever since. And that was 1941.
And that would have been a novelty, because I don't know if the Coke was available in
No, it
bottles.
wasn't available. I think I'm the first South Australian to have a Coke, and I've been addicted ever since.
In a bottle, ladies and gentlemen. And the idea was a promotional thing to put the picture of stars under the cap.
Yeah. And this cost him $40 on eBay, and he said, he gave it to me.
Lovely. And what about the trophy?
This is the Dusty Boots Award in Narromine near Dubbo, and last year I got it. Out of 50 applicants, they choose to give it to me, and it's John Horton, and it's the Dusty Boots Award, and I'm thrilled to say I didn't ask for it, I was presented with it.
Well, you'd have lots and lots of awards. It's nice. It's interesting that you take them so seriously, so personally.
Thank you, Jeremy.
With so much affection. You've got another picture down there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can hold it up. This is the picture of the car.
Yeah, this is the...
And you've got the registration certificate.
Yeah. I've got, those are the gold keys that I kept. When I sold the car, I kept the gold keys, the ignition keys.
And that is Elvis's car.
Yeah, and that's the keys, and that's a piece of leather in the shape of a Martin guitar, and that's all the authenticity of it. And I've got it up for sale.
So what are you going to sell it for?
I'm not sure. Whoever offers me, whatever.
Well, I don't blame you. I think that is priceless. You wouldn't find another one of those anywhere.
No. The car's in America now, but I kept the gold ignition keys. But the only man I didn't meet was Elvis. Yeah. He was 500 miles in Toronto.
I must admit, even the legend is fascinating. Beautiful voice, charisma, good looking.
Yeah.
But to die so young, 42 or something, wasn't
he? Sadly, he was addicted to, his organs were twice the size on the autopsy. Mm-hmm. And sadly, he got prescription drugs to keep going, because people don't realise, when you're an entertainer, you've done radio, you're a legend on radio, talk back Jeremy Cordeaux. When I was a kid, I used to listen to you.
God bless you.
But, celebrity... And you've got to be a person, you've got to perform, and sometimes you don't feel like it. But you never take your troubles to the microphone. You do your best, and you've been there. And, you just got to be the people I expect you to be, and it's not easy. Yeah.
No, you have to give up a large section.
Never complain.
No, never complain and never explain.
Exactly, yeah. But I've got no regrets, and I don't criticise anybody. If they got addictions, well, that's their choice. Yes. But I don't. But it evolves.
How did it come about that Peter Clayton found you and played you the song? Did he?
Well, for 20 years, Peter's been asking me if I'd sing a song on his record, and I'm honoured to do it, because he writes beautiful songs.
He writes wonderful songs.
Yeah, and so finally we did this one, and a beautiful band, Bobby Blues and Tyler Venter, and. I'm trying to think of the other names, the Salvi guitars and beautiful acoustic guitars, and everybody seems to love it. And thank you for playing it, Jerry.
No. I think we were, if we weren't the first, we were one of the first to play it, but they did run it on Channel 7. Yeah. And I'm the sort of, I don't know, romance of you coming back at your age with an Adelaide song and getting it recorded and released. Yeah. How can people buy it?
It's on a CD. I think you can...
Spotify and all these...
It's on the net. It's YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's YouTube and Spotify, and they can get all the information on that.
I don't understand this modern business of all the live streaming stuff. I understand the live streaming radio show we do that you've been a guest on from around the dining room table, but the idea of sort of saying, well, no, you're not going to sell CDs or albums, you're going to sell a stream.
Well, I think it's like Taylor Swift and Beyonce. People tap into there and they pay a fee for it, and they keep it.
I think that holding the CD and because the album covers were a work of art.
It's physicality, yes.
Yeah.
But they just they keep the recording, they keep the sound on a tape or whatever, on their phone. But yeah,
And every time they play it, you get half a cent or something.
I'm not sure. I don't.
A tenth of a cent?
Jeremy, we're going to put up an email address at the end of this post
Right.
where people can contact if they want the CD. We've
Right.
worked out the price, you've got to work out postage and stuff.
Right.
We'll leave the email address up at the end of this.
Yep.
Do we want to put the song in?
Well, we can, can't we?
Put the video clip in?
Yes.
Yeah, and then we'll...
Yep. Well, we'll wind up with that.
Yeah.
And this episode this afternoon, Johnny, is a tribute to Peter because we've only had one camera. Because you see, this is a garage, and we've got two lights, one camera, and we didn't know how we were going to have a guest, two cameras, and mix them. But he's very clever, so he's going to take all this away and cut it up, and we'll be fine.
Well, to be interviewed by the legendary Jeremy Cordeaux is a privilege for me. And
My honour, sir.
thank you, sir.
My honour.
Yeah.
Now have a listen to this song, ladies and gentlemen, and salute this great man. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Mack.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Sometimes I can see myself as a cowboy riding through the Rocky Mountains, dressed up in my buckskins. I got a cabin tucked back in the woods just to keep my body feeling good. Got a woman with the softest touch to welcome me home. Then again I can see myself on a tropical island, palm trees swaying, Polynesians playing. Take a look at that tambourine, see the beautiful body sway, feel the gentle breeze on my face as the sun's going down. But the cowboy days are gone, and the islands are an ocean away. Now I got the sweetest girl to love me, come what may. I wanna walk in the breaking sun, catch the morning stars on the run. In the mirror of my lover's eyes, her smile tells me we're one. Yeah, the cowboy days are gone, and the islands are an ocean away. And now I got the sweetest girl to love me, come what may.